An away win which would lift them out of the bottom three tonight, but Southampton forward here, and Dean Henderson is off his line, and Shea Adams drives it across the face of goal and wide, and Forest get away with it. Adams in behind down the inside right channel with the first opportunity of the night, and he drags it wide. Henderson looked like he was in a little bit of no man's land. I wondered whether Shea Adams might try and chip him. Instead he went for power on the far post, and he drags it wide across the face of goal with his right foot, and it remains 0-0.
Well, I have to say, point blank, you've got to score in that position.
Mangala plays a 1-2 with Freuler, and it's a very good one, and then he gets Awoniyi away in behind Bella Kotchap, wide left. Well, Johnson wanted it played in early, instead he pulls it back to the edge of the box. It's let run, it'll come for Johnson, back post. Oh, he's hit the crossbar.
You've got to score.
It's a great chance for Brennan Johnson from the corner of the 6-yard box, and he hits the bar, and it goes off the top of the bar and away for a goal kick. It was pulled back by Awoniyi, left by Gibbs-White for Yates. Yates had a shot which was wayward, but went straight to Brennan Johnson, who controlled and tried to put it home with his side foot, but hit the crossbar. That's a great chance, and it remains 0-0.
Oh my goodness me. A stray shot from Yates on the edge of the box, goes to Johnson's feet. His first touch is excellent. All he had to do is hit the target.
It's just left of centre.
They've got every tall player in the wall, Forest. The centre halves are all in. Awoniyi's in. The tallest strike, the tallest players, making that wall big.
25 yards, and it is going to be taken by Ward-Prowse, and he curls it over the crossbar.
Relief.
And away for a goal kick. Southampton's line is about 25 yards out, a defensive line. And Loddy raises his right arm and then prepares to deliver the free kick towards the back edge of the penalty area, where Bolly is trying to get up. Bolly did get up, and it heads it up in the air, but then he's looking for another bite of the cherry. It still comes down for Gibbs-White to send it across the face of goal from the edge of the penalty area and wide. Both Awoniyi and Worrell were up at the back post. If they got a touch, there's a suspicion they might have been in offside positions as Gibbs-White dragged it across. I think it was a shot from Gibbs-White rather than trying to pick out either of those two, and I think if they had touched it, we may well have seen a flag. They didn't, it went wide. It's a goal kick, it's 0-0 inside the centre circle. 0-0 on a tense evening on the south coast as Bella Kotchap gives it away, and Johnson's in the clear. Johnson, right of centre, racing towards the penalty area, squares it back.
Yes!
Awoniyi scores!
That's better!
Forest in front, horrible error at the back, and Brennan Johnson seized on it, pounced on it, and instead of going straight for goal, he went right. And he looked up and he squared it for Taiwo Awoniyi, and Awoniyi crashes it in from 4 yards out, and Forest are in front on a big night on the south coast against the team at the bottom. Taiwo Awoniyi scores his 5th goal of the season, Brennan Johnson gets the assist, and Forest take a step towards getting themselves out of the Premier League's relegation zone. 1-0 Forest.
Well, I have to say, this is something we talked about. Forest trying to make the Southampton centre-halves make mistakes, put them under pressure. And there was Lianco, who made a mistake with the pressure of Awoniyi. Johnson's ran through, and this time, in the same position where he was against Chelsea, this time he squares it to Awoniyi. He certainly learnt his lesson from Monday. He squares it in there. Fantastic, great finish. Just what we needed, just take the tension another notch up, and Southampton are starting to panic.
Gibbs-White underneath it again to control, 2 with him, and he stabbed it through the both of them for Mangala into the penalty area, tried to give it back to Gibbs-White. There's a desperate challenge and it comes out left wing for Loddy, 10 yards from the byline. He curls it into the penalty area for Gibbs-White, who hooks it across towards Yates, and Yates' header goes wide of the target. He was a long way out, actually. He was probably 13 yards out by the time he made contact with it, and it goes wide, being closed down by Johnson. And then there's a mistake by Chaleta Sarr, which almost lets Awoniyi in. It has let Awoniyi in. He shoots early, just over the crossbar. 25 yards out. Chaleta Sarr with the mistake this time, and Awoniyi onto it, and chose to hit it early, which is probably the right decision because the goalkeeper was off his line and defenders were closing on him, and it's just over the crossbar. Across comes Lianco to try and keep it alive. Wins the ball, crosses back towards the back edge of the box, and that's headed wide by Mara. He's claiming corner. Referee Thomas Bramall says goal kick. Forest with a chance to regroup. Forest with a change on the way here, and Jack Colback is coming on, and he's going to replace Oral Mangala.